Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are stripping away the marketing hype and diving headfirst into a really fascinating launch in the AI publishing space called 330 Prompts for Bad Joke Books. We're going to break down exactly what this product is, pull back the curtain on its underlying marketing structure, and look at what the source material reveals about the actual value you're getting for your money. Okay, let's dive right into this, because off the bat, we've got a bit of a mystery on our hands. Imagine walking up to a store to buy something, but the front door is just completely bricked over. No signs, no windows. Well, that's essentially what our sources reveal about this product. And it begs a really crucial question. Would you still hand over your hard-earned money if you literally couldn't read a single claim from the vendor before buying? So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with that inaccessible sales page, then uncover the real funnel, look at how the prompts actually work, touch on some shady bonus schemes you need to watch out for, and finally, give you the ultimate buy it or skip it verdict. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the inaccessible sales page, or as we like to call it, the missing front door. Our sources pulled up something highly unusual here. If you try to fetch the official sales page for this $17 product, you don't get a slick pitch. You just get a blank page and a broken link. It's just an empty JavaScript shell. That means absolutely none of the vendor's claims or features can actually be independently verified from their own marketing. So everything we're exploring today, we had to scrape it together from live dashboard data and third-party web research. And because that sales page is essentially a ghost town, your critical buyer protections, they're completely up in the air. The source material explicitly warns us about this. You absolutely must check the refund terms actually displayed directly at the checkout page. Without a readable sales page, there's zero verified money-back guarantee we can point you to. So if you decide to proceed, you have to treat this as a final sale transaction until the shopping cart explicitly tells you otherwise. Moving right along to Section 2, uncovering the real funnel. And man, the escalating costs here are something else. Now, what's really interesting about this is the actual 5-product funnel confirmed straight from the live dashboard. You start with the front end at a reasonable $17, but then, bam, you hit the one-time offers, or OTOs. You get hit with an upgrade for $27, then $67, and then $97, each one offering a vastly larger quantity of bad joke prompts. And then, sitting super quietly at the bottom of the barrel is an unlisted item for a whopping $197. Let's do some quick math on just the core jokebook offers. If a buyer just says yes to the front-end product and those 3 matching jokebook upsells, they're looking at spending $208 total. I mean, that is a massive, massive escalation from that initial $17 price tag that gets you in the door. Talk about sticker shock, right? But wait, here is the absolute kicker we found in the data. That $197 unlisted upsell I just mentioned, it's for 22,180 prompts for fake self-help books. It literally has absolutely nothing to do with joke books, which honestly feels like a bad joke in itself. It's a completely different prompt pack in a totally different niche, quietly bundled right into the exact same affiliate offer. And because the front-facing marketing is down, our source couldn't even confirm if buyers are clearly warned about this massive pivot during checkout. So it's a huge blind spot you definitely need to be aware of. All right, Section 3. How the prompts work. And guys, get ready for the plot twist. Despite all the sketchy environmental red flags we just walked through, the actual $17 front-end product, it's incredibly well designed. Seriously. It's not just some flat, lazy copy-paste list of one-liners. It uses what's known as a super prompt chaining approach inside your ChatGPT account. First, you run a prompt for raw bulk content generation. Next, you run a second prompt that actually reshapes that raw output into neatly organized chapters or sections. Finally, a third prompt drafts a title page concept and a back cover blurb. So it's this highly structured 3-stage pipeline to take you from a totally blank page to a KDP-ready manuscript draft. And since these prompts are basically dictating the structure rather than the specific jokes themselves, they are unbelievably flexible. For instance, you could take a niche concept like middle school teacher jokes. You just plug that idea into the prompt chain, and boom, it's going to generate a targeted, structured manuscript built specifically for that audience. But you don't have to stop there. The exact same $17 library can be reused again and again. You can run the prompt chain a second time, maybe pointing it at bad dad jokes for the barbecue this time around, and you get a completely different book. For KDP self-publishers, this repeatability just vastly improves your cost per book ratio. You weren't just buying one single book idea here, you're buying a fully reusable framework. And this brilliantly illustrates the core value proposition. You can buy these chained prompts for $17 and get a pre-tested structural head start. Or, sure, you can try building these complex, multi-stage prompts yourself for free, but that comes with a seriously steep learning curve. So the $17 is basically buying you a shortcut right past that frustrating trial and error phase. Though, a quick caveat, you will absolutely still need to human edit the AI's final jokes to make sure they're, actually funny. AI humor can be a little robotic sometimes. Which brings us to Section 4, Shady Bonus Schemes. Listen up, because this is all about protecting your personal details. Our source drops an explicit warning here about heavily templated third-party review mill sites that are just circling this launch like sharks. Some of these shady sites are actively instructing buyers to privately email their purchase receipt ID to an outside, unverified email address just to claim some bonus items. The explainer's source material strongly advises against doing this. Legitimate bonus delivery happens securely inside the official platform's own automated system. You should literally never have to hand over your private proof of purchase details to a total stranger on the internet. Just don't do it. And finally, Section 5, buy it or skip it. It's time for the final verdict. Let's summarize the whole balance sheet here. In the genuinely good column, you are getting a real, structured, 3-stage prompt chain that is endlessly reusable across unlimited niches, and it's all sitting at a very fair $17 entry price. But where it falls totally short is on the trust and transparency side of things. We're talking a completely unreadable blank sales page, a super sneaky $197 self-help upsell that doesn't even match the niche, and a rather shady affiliate ecosystem that's out there trying to harvest your receipt IDs. So who is this actually for? Well, according to the data, you should probably buy it if you already use ChatGPT regularly, you like efficiently testing low-content KDP niches, and you are totally comfortable navigating an unverified marketing funnel. On the flip side, you should absolutely skip this if you demand to see a clear refund policy up front, if you're expecting some magic, fully automated one-click software app, or, frankly, if you simply don't have access to ChatGPT to run the prompts in the first place. Ultimately, this explainer highlights a totally fascinating dilemma in the digital product world. The tool itself, it's solid, it works. But the door you have to walk through to get it is completely broken, and the hallway inside is practically rigged with hidden upsells. It leaves us with one final provocative question for you to ponder today. Are you willing to navigate a maze of marketing red flags just to access a genuinely useful, time-saving $17 shortcut? It's your call. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and remember, keep your eyes wide open out there.